Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Tower of Guns. So, last run went okay. I was pretty happy with it. We didn't beat the, last boss. We didn't meet the Maw. We met the Maw. We just didn't beat him. But you know what? I'm kind of okay with it. It was a pretty good run in its own right. We did very well for, I don't know, I felt like we weren't getting as much as I would like. I guess the reality of this situation is we did actually get a lot of really good stuff. Oh, that's bad. But, I don't know, we just felt very flimsy the entire way through. We got a lot of might pickups, but, just not quite enough. And maybe I shouldn't have murdered all those hug bots, because they seem to have given us, Jack Diddly Doo-Dah. Oh, come on, I hate this part. There we go. Okay, so, otherwise, I don't know. Good run. I enjoyed it. We had really good jumps, and we actually lost one of our jump height boosts, which I wouldn't say I'm going to attribute to why we lost, but it was kind of one of those where I felt like I was floating the entire time. And like, yeah, that's kind of normal, but it was like the kind of floating where you're, I don't know, where it's like impossible to do the usual dodge moves and such. And that felt really weird to me. It wasn't bad, but it definitely did feel like we weren't avoiding shots nearly as well, and I think that's kind of what ended up killing us. But, you know what, that's in the past, enough with the past. I feel like every time I'm starting a new run of Tower of Guns, I kind of reminisce about the old ones, just to kind of remind myself of past mistakes in a way, and things that I should do differently on this run. And so, I might as well even reference what we're doing this run. We're doing Consolation Charger Fire Force, and either this is a very good idea or a very bad idea. Really does depend. What does it depend on? It depends on what we even run into as far as like... oh, I see. Mainly, are we going to go to the Foundry or not? And that's kind of an interesting question, because Fire Force is really only useful in a couple of specific locations, and otherwise it's a pretty useless perk as far as I can tell. Mainly because Fire Force prevents you from taking environmental damage, so lava, spikes, not those spikes. Those spikes I can totally take damage from. I actually felt like some kind of weird force feedback from getting hit by that guy, which kind of bites. But I really don't enjoy this room in so many ways, mainly because there's so much just like terror across the board. We're running the Consolation Charger, and I know there's... oh god, it's just exploding in my face, isn't it? Bites. I think there's like one of the flying bomb bots just like down on the ground level with me, and I couldn't see it because I was so busy focused on dodging the saw blades that, I just completely, I don't know, zoned out on it. Luckily, I think I saw a champion cannon turret, or not cannon turret, champion bomb turret, and they're pretty easy to dispatch the way we currently are. Also, that's a luck pickup that I'm probably not going to be able to afford, which I'm kind of upset about, but not wholly upset about. But now we're actually behind everything, so everything can die. Okay, that actually gives us a substantial amount of health, which is exactly what we needed. Coinage would be kind of helpful, but I'm not predicting we're going to get that luck pickup. There's something twisting over here. Oh, it's a bunch of health pickups. It was a bunch of health pickups more or less in the shape of a... oh, thank you. It's a bunch of health pickups that were in the shape of a weapon mod. And if I could get a weapon mod on, the foyer, I would be ecstatic. So we're actually back up to full health, which I'm I wouldn't say equally ecstatic about, but I'm pretty happy about, because it actually means, we're gonna go into the boss, not, weak as shit. So there's a coin there. Should probably grab it. I don't know if it was my magnetism that dropped it or what, but, shame, we don't have enough money for the luck pickup. That'd be really nice. There's also a secret area up there, but, of course, how the heck are you going to get up there with no jumps? So let's see what we get. And it looks to be the Longhorn. Oh, that's a concern. The Longhorn is a scary boss, and I'm not sure how he hasn't hit me yet. But it's one of those that if you can kind of, like, I guess, circle strafe very close to him, you're in a very good location, and he does back up, but it's one of those where his charge is insanely powerful. I don't know how I didn't take damage from him, but I didn't, and I'm very happy about it. So we have the siege adapter, which is an okay activated item to pick up for the Consolation charger. It's not the best. Mainly, I mean, the Consolation charger does shoot fairly slowly, but the thing is, the range, well, the range on it is perfect. It's just the spread shot does make it a little bit hard to be accurate, and I haven't ever actually tested it. I don't know if the siege adapter actually makes it so I can't move anymore. I don't think it does. So that's actually kind of a good thing. So we're going into the gearworks. I was really hoping we'd be going into the armory, because the problem with Fire Force is, like I said, it's only useful in a couple of areas, and otherwise it's actually super useless. So here, we're in the gearworks. Siege Adapter is useless in the gearworks because you're immune to environmental damage. I don't think these guys count as environmental damage. I kind of wish they did, but I think they count as, like, an enemy attack. And I'm just praying that all these bombs kill themselves. I probably should have just avoided this room entirely, but I think there's, like, secret stuff at some point somewhere. Is that all of them? That's good. Okay, and there's one cannon shooting at me, but I didn't want to tango and find out if those counted as environmental damage or something completely different. So what do we got down here in the weird-ass little secret area? Jump height. Not the most useful, but you can't complain, as long as we get more than just one jump height boost the entire run. Unfortunately, so like I was saying, Fire Force is not useful here because there's no lava, there are no spikes, it's just gears. I guess there are the couple of, like, weird tumblery things, but I can dodge those anyway, and I jumped right into that bullet. Sometimes I misjudge how high and far I can jump with one jump height boost, because usually I'm like, oh, you know, I've got a second jump, I'm totally fine. Nope, not. Oh, that's a lot of bullets. I want to get the weapon EXP token, though, before it goes away. And we've got a bunch of, what looks to be a bunch of 8-shotters kind of around. So we're going to take a bit of falling damage here, but we're going to get out of the fire zone. And that's another luck pickup that, even if I wanted to, I can't get to. So, I guess no crying over spilt milk, but that milk is spilt. Milk is my favorite beverage by a fair margin, so I'm going to cry a little bit about it. Okay, so what else do we got here? Just a bunch of floor cannons. This room is definitely one of the, like, scarier bad ones to a small degree, but it's also one of those with a much better payout than most other rooms. At least, I think. I don't know. It's definitely one of those where I should go over, you know, past videos, or, like, just keep a tally of how well I do on certain, like, room types. So in this case, how well I do on gearworks versus how well I do on armory, and what rooms are specifically the good ones to look out for. I don't know, maybe a little obsessive at that point. Like, I don't think I need to. It would just be one of those. It's like, oh yeah, you know, a lot of easy data to work with. So I guess spread shot isn't that bad. I still can kind of aim at things. Oh, those are bullets. Okay, so this room is just, like, chock full of cannons, and it doesn't want to give me a break. But I'm glad it's cannons and not anything else, because in this case I can deal with them quite easily. I just kind of circle, strafe, and shoot, and unfortunately those pickups are stuck in the wall, so I can't get them. That's kind of a shame. Like, oh, come on. Getting hit a little bit here just to get from point A to point B to, I don't know. I'm not even, oh, I'm floored that I didn't actually, like, fall to my death there. But very happy about it as well. Were there any pickups that were dropped in such a way that I could get? The answer looks to be no. Okay, so at this point, most of the pickups even in this room aren't attainable by me. Like, they're just going to drop into the wild blue yonder, and I'm not going to be able to get them. And the payoff is pretty bad, so I'm just going to go through this room. Alright, so I was talking about rooms with good payouts, and this, I would say, is actually one of those rooms with a fairly sizable payout. And not, I mean, there's a fair amount of danger, but there's not as much as, like, some other rooms. Like, the previous room is pretty dangerous. This one is just, like, it's okay. I can tell there's a spiky ball launcher shooting at me from some direction, so that's a concern. There also looks to be some super bullets as well, but that's not that big of a deal. I can tango with them. For some reason, I'm feeling particularly I guess brash and overconfident is kind of a bad thing to have right now. Oh, jeez. I'm not happy with this part, though. There's like just a butt ton of spiky ball launchers up there, and luckily, well, I was going to say luckily, but now we've lost our weapon levels, so it's not so great. I was going to say we can actually one-hit them, even with just like one hit from the shotgun, like just one of the pellets, but that went away. So, again, no crying over spilt milk. We haven't taken that much damage from them. I have this theory that certain weapons actually have like extra durability in comparison to other weapons, and I'd be willing to put forward the theory that the Consolation Charger, you are tougher than normal, which kind of would explain why I was rocking the Consolation Charger way back in the day of beta, alpha, whatever you want to call it, and it's a speed pickup. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it, which is kind of upsetting. Okay, so this is a serious concern, because there's some homing purple crap that's coming after me. A lot of it, in fact. At least we got the super cannons to make up, to a small degree, for the damage we're potentially going to take. At least I've got some jumps so I can kind of outpace them, but we're not fast, which sucks. At least I can kill these guys fairly quickly, which is good. Now let's get out of the fire range, because I did get hit a little bit there, but it wasn't so bad. Got those pickups, and those aren't much, but I'll see if I can, like, magnetism them. Okay, I got the important one, at least. That was the one I cared about. So, this is actually a room configuration I've never seen before with the super cannons. So I'm actually going to tilt back, and I'm going to shoot them from the underside, because if they drop anything, it's going to be coming down here, not staying on the upper platform, so you might as well, you know, wait and ready like a little bird, as opposed to, you know, sitting up top and just realizing you have to leap down or hope you can tilt back fast enough to get everything. Okay. So, oh, right, staying underneath them. Don't know how I forgot that already, even though I was just kind of making, a comparison between myself and a bird. You know what? Birds are cool, but I don't think I would want to be them. Like, I guess flying would be neat, but I don't know. They just don't seem like they have a whole lot of luck as far as, like, things go. I guess you don't have to worry about as many predators if you're a bird, but at the same time, like, I see seagulls with, like, arrows through them, and, I don't know, ducks that have been gotten hit by, like, oil slick and whatever, or penguins. Ooh, I always feel bad when penguins get hit by, like, an oil spill, because that's, like, the worst thing ever, and I feel, I mean, justifiably terrible about it, but, okay, I'm gonna try this. Nope, I didn't get it, but at least we're not gonna take much falling damage, if any. Okay, so I highly doubt we're gonna be able to get that speed pickup, unless I could, like, launch myself from a location, but it seems very unlikely that would happen. So I'm just gonna kind of give up that pipe dream, because there's no way we're gonna get it without taking a bunch of damage. So let's just go through here, and I hope we have better luck, because I think as far as passive pickups go, we've only gotten a health upgrade, which is extremely unfortunate. Okay, that's a lot of scary. Dodging bullets, dodged all but one bullet. That's fine. And we're actually doing pretty well over here. Crazy amounts of pickups, which I'm very thankful for, because that's going to put us maybe not up to weapon level 5, but close, and definitely going to get us all of our health back, which is the main thing. Just have to make sure I don't get hit by any of these bombs or the saw blades, because those are scary, of course. Okay, so what do we need? Those things down here, actually, in fact. There we go. Okay, that helps immensely. We've got a lot of tokens still around. Please don't. No, I need you. I got all of them. I'm flabbergasted, actually. And that's it, that's it, that's it. Good. Okay, so all we have to do is tango with... Is there just one of them? Is there only one saw blade launcher here? Yeah, apparently so. Okay, so we have double jump, we have a jump height boost, that's good. That means we can actually get up to this... Okay, for a second I thought I saw a saw blade launcher, and that was kind of scary. But this is one of those that always takes a fair amount of time, so I'm actually considering just doing a jump cut to get there. Yeah, that's some weapon EXP, that's useful. Oh, right, and there's a secret area up here that I forgot about. It's health. I'm actually going to hold that in reserve just for the amount of damage I'm probably going to take falling a couple of times. So I will see you guys in a little bit when I've gotten to that secret area or whatever, and I'll tell you what I got. Oh, hey, money. Okay, and we're back, and I'm actually not... No! Ow! Balls. Okay, well, I got a coin. There's a jump up there, which I probably should have gone for, and then I fell down the platform. So, I think I've actually mastered getting up here fairly effectively. It may be kind of some weird definition of cheating, and you definitely do get this like weird buggy effect going on when you flip to the other side of the platform, but that's okay by me. So, we got 1, 2 jumps, get over here, item charge boost, that's nice. Then we get back, and get an extra jump, which is very, very useful. So, I guess let's traverse these roving platforms. It's not like we really need to that much, but what do we got down here? It looks to be some weapon EXP. I really like this room. When in doubt, if you've got at least like a double jump, you pretty much, world is your oyster and you can get every single, like, little secret in the area. And I'm very thankful for that, because, we need the pickups. Yeah, apparently tab is, like, an event log and or the console. I don't know even why I hit tab. Oh, right! I've been playing, you know, a fair amount of, you know, prop hunt, Gmod, whatever, with my usual collab group, and I've just been habitually hitting tab to see, you know, how people are doing. So we got... Ooh, we're up to triple jump, which is actually really good. We got triple jump and did take some weapon hit. Come on, just blow up already. Okay, thank you. So we've got triple jump already. We've got an armor boost. We need might, probably. It's definitely one of those where we actually do a sizable amount of damage just because this is the Consolation charger. But it's one of those where it's very nice to have, you know, just some passive extra damage. And currently we don't have that. Technically, we've got the siege adapter, which is going to make, say, chugging through this boss really easy. Probably. Kind of depends who we're up against. Is it Mama Spinbot in this room? Okay, that works. Well, siege adapter, let's just blow the crap out of her, because I don't really want to tango with her nonsense. And done. Flawless victory. Yeah! I guess I maybe took a little bit of damage when things exploded near me. But that's fine, and it looks like we have a weapon mod down there. Is it a good weapon mod? That is always the question, but you know what? I'm willing to hope on it. It looks like it's done. Not my favorite, but we got it. And we're full health. We're just below weapon level max. And, yeah, it's not bad. I wonder if I can get up. The answer looks to be no. Okay, well, we'll just take the elevator like normal people, and then float. I like floating in this game. I think the more jump height boost you get, the more you do float. You still do take some, like, falling damage, but it's not nearly as bad. So we got jumps, we got jump height, we've got armor, we've got item charge, which is actually not bad, but I don't use siege adapter unless I have to. It's definitely one of those situations where I'd rather save siege adapter. And oh well. So we're going into the battlements, once again making Fire Force pretty useless. I guess one of the convenient things that we can do, as far as using Fire Force, is if we do get to the Maw. Oh geez, this is some kind of terrifying. So we've got like a mini Cornelius, a lot of lasers, and something shooting at us. Oh, one of these guys shooting at us. Of course. Okay, so I really hope I'm fast enough to get through. Oh, apparently the lasers count as an environmental effect. That, right? Nope, nope, they don't. Okay, science, that was really poor science. That hurt. Whatever. Learning, and luckily the Consolation charger actually makes it really easy to chug through these things, because trying to hit one of these guys with like a slow-moving single shot sucks, but you know, many fairly fast-moving semi-powerful shots actually fairly easy, except for that one. Apparently this guy is unhittable-ish, and it would be really silly for me to blow the Consolation charger just to take it out, though I definitely was considering it. Okay, so the question is there even a secret area here? And the answer is, I don't remember there being one, and I wouldn't know how to get to it even if there was. So I'm just going to go through the door, and it's this room. Okay, so this room is another one of those, like, really good boon if you can make it there. There's a bunch of saw blade launchers just kind of sitting up above me, which is terrifying, but I can kind of outpace them as long as I don't stand still. Same thing with these guys, but we could definitely use a speed boost to tango with them. Luckily, we do an insane amount of damage comparatively. Most guns don't take out the flying enemies so easily, but the Consolation charger definitely does kind of wreck some things. So lots and lots of saw blade launchers. Concerning, but tolerable. Unfortunately, I can't seem to kill them in just one hit, which I'm a bit sad about. I would really love to just like wreck through them, and that does not look like it's the case, but that's okay. So we only have a couple left, or at least on this side. I just realized that there's a completely different side that's been shooting at me this entire time, and that probably explains how I've been getting hit, you know, here and there. But I want to get these health pickups before that all goes away. And, you know, not head for that platform on the left, because that's actually how you spawn some extra enemies to make you unhappy. So, I guess I should be shooting at these guys. I don't know why I wasn't. And the question is, what room do we got next? And the answer is, it's probably going to be the, like, open area that lets you get to the outside of the Tower of Guns. Or the top of the Tower of Guns. That's usually what you run into, like... there's a degree of randomization, but it feels like you go through this room and then you immediately go through that room. And I could be wrong. I'd love to go through the room with all the secret areas, because, I don't know, that one has a bunch of, like, nice pickups for us. It's a bit dangerous, but that's not so bad. But the open area one, as long as you can survive it, is actually really useful, largely because, there are so many enemies that, like, blow themselves up, each other up, you up, whatever, that you can actually, you can pretty much just get everything you needed. Yep. Okay, so it was this room. Yeah, because if you notice, there's a bunch of bombs, there's a bunch of everything for you to kill and hope for the best. I really hope there isn't a gun on the floor. Nope. Okay, so the saw blade launcher seems to have taken the, I don't know, taken the role of the usual gun on the bottom, which is okay. Oop. Almost got my face handed to me there. And I do have to worry because we've got a bunch of saw blade launchers sitting around waiting and ready to wreck my shit. I probably shouldn't have jumped there, actually. That was a really bad idea. Now purple crap launchers, because they're terrifying. We've got a mystery box, which I will think about in a second. Currently, I'm more focused on survival, because the purple shit is a giant pain in the butt. Okay. Made it. Ish. We've got a lot of saw blades, but we got a fair amount of pickups. Not as many pickups as I was hoping for, actually. I was really hoping we'd get, you know, a bunch of the, like, bomb enemies that would just drop everything forever, and the answer seems to be not the case. And not the case in the slightest. At least the slightly larger health pickup sticks around for a while. I hope. I'm gonna grab that before it goes away. Okay, well, let's see what we get. Critical chance -. I'm not happy about that, but... who are we gonna fight? This looks to be... What? Lantern full is here. Okay, well, I can dig it. And it looks like you can move while you're siege adaptering. You just move very slowly, but you can jump, which is kind of the point. Okay, so we just insta-gibbed one lantern to fullest, which is exactly what I wanted, because that makes this fight, you know, 10 times easier. Or, I guess it's only 100% easier, twice as easy. I assume that's the right math, I don't know. Percentages and, like, multiplicative percentages have always screwed with my head a little bit. But I think we're actually going to flawless victory the lantern to fullest, unless I took a little bit of damage that I didn't notice. But the point is, I wrecked him pretty hard. So that's the healing jelly. I'm not gonna go for it. I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, oh wait, well, here's what I'm gonna do. Like, it heals me a lot, a fair amount at least. I guess the question is, how long is it gonna stick around? And the answer is about 2 health bars worth. But I'm gonna go with the siege adapter, just because you saw how quickly I wrecked Lantern to fullest. And I can still have my, you know, up and down mobility, which I would say is, like, just the ability to wreck a boss really quickly is probably more useful than Hugbot Alley? Nope, damn. Probably more useful than healing yourself a little bit. And it's like, mainly I'm hoping I can have it for the Maw, because that healing block on the Maw is the worst thing ever. At least, I would say it's probably one of the worst. Oh, crap, it's these things again. Well, I'm just going to avoid shooting in this room if I can possibly do so. Because there are a couple of secrets, but maybe they won't blow up in my face. I would appreciate not having things blow up in my face. But, I mean, sometimes it's a reality. Sometimes things just go boom. And it looks like there are no secret areas in here that I know about, except for, I guess we got that guy. Okay, and he did not explode, setting off the, you know, massive chain reaction that would have made me kind of unhappy. So, is there any way to get through here? The answer looks to be no. So I'm just getting the heck out of this room. There's no point to it. They're all going to explode, even though it's kind of pointless. And that makes me happy on some, like, kind of fundamental level. Even if I've already left the room and don't have to deal with them. So, I always complain about these guys. These guys are hella easy to kill when you've got the Consolation charger, at least most of the time. I wonder... Okay, this is probably a gigantic waste of the siege adapter, but it definitely did make clearing them out insanely easy. Okay, and we didn't even clear them all out. I guess they were still spawning, or they were still there and I couldn't see them through all the, like, flashing and explosions. So I've actually managed to take out the super cannons on either side just by kind of shooting indiscriminately. That's convenient. And we're full health. I think I took a bullet to the face there, or, like, to the side of the head, I don't know. Kind of hard to say what specific part of me got hit, considering in this game you are just one of those, like, pseudo-generic, faceless player models that you see in every, you know, first-person shooter that, like, you don't even have feet. I see, like, maybe a little bit of, oh, it's part of the gun. Okay, probably shouldn't be, like, just staring at my feet while things are shooting at me. But it's definitely one of those that's like, do I even have feet? And the answer looks to me no, I have no feet. I do have a voice. That actually weirds me out to a very large degree in this game. Because, I don't know, I don't feel like a character... Like, I guess you are technically a character in the game, using the, like, story thing for reference. But it definitely does feel like that you don't have... You shouldn't have a voice. You should just be kind of either silent or, I don't know, maybe there's a crashing noise when you get hit. I don't know. It's hard to say. And I feel like there's supposed to be a secret area in here, but, because I definitely got into a secret area once through what I thought was one of those walls, but I guess I've either since forgotten how to get through, or it never existed in the first place. And that looks to be the case, even though, like, I swear there's got to be a secret area here. Just can't figure it out. And maybe the boost block is, like, the secret to get there, but, does not seem likely in my books. Oh well, darn shame. Let's get out of here. I'm still going to see if I can boost anywhere, but does not look like the case either. So, yep, nowhere to boost. Definitely feels like there's a secret chamber in there. No idea how to get there. Okay, well, let's go through and let's see what we get. And it's... This is a concerning room for a plethora of reasons. We've got a bunch of mines, we've got a bunch of massive bombs, and a lot of pickups that I would like to get my hands on, if they come to me, without me getting mined to death. And here's the question, can I make it up to the mine layers without getting hit? And the answer looks to be no, I don't have enough jumps for it, but I can kill them, which is kind of... Oh geez, there's something shooting at me. Oh, yeah, it's one of these guys. So we've got these guys kind of peeking out from the floor. This is the not kangaroo room, this is the flubber room, which is, I don't know, definitely not a problem, but, oh, that's an extra jump, that will be nice. It's actually kind of a nice room. It does have a lot of options for us. It just doesn't have, I don't know, the easiest of level architectures to deal with. I should probably be tangoing with the mini Corneliuses down here, mainly because, if any luck, it lets me bait them to a place where I can actually hit them, even if they keep wanting to just peek out from that little area. But it does give me a fair amount of line of sight, so it blocks half their shots, and also gives me possibly an arena for the mine shooters to kill themselves on. Whoa, don't know how I didn't get hit there, but I didn't, and I'm happy for it. So, oh, we got the extra dodge. Or not extra dodge, we got the extra jump. Meaning we can actually get up. And I want to get up because there's a secret area up here. I actually might have even been able to get up here earlier. I was just too busy dodging shots to truly figure it out. Oh, that's weapon EXP. Do not want to miss those, because I gave up on my, like, healing ability, and I also gave up on my... Well, I didn't give up anything as far as weapon EXP goes, but it definitely does feel like if you lose your healing ability, you're going to lose a lot of weapon level, and I guess it's more of just I'm going to take damage. Okay, so kind of Peasley secret, but not the end of the world, and there's an 8-shooter and a super cannon that I have to tango with. Let's take out the 8-shooter because that's slightly more threatening. Get down there. Probably could have avoided that fall damage. I guess I misjudged how short or long of a fall it is, kind of depending on your definition of what I was misjudging. And the answer is I misjudged everything. And I got all the pickups from the super cannon. I like super cannons. If I know they're there, I'm happy about them. But if I'm in the warehouse and I don't know they're there, I am not happy about the super cannons in the slightest. Because they're scary. Okay, so I see one. Really? Okay, so I see one little cannon down here. And the reason why I said really is there doesn't look to be a single gosh darn shop in this entire, like, section of the map. And that makes me kind of sad, mainly because usually this room has like 3 to 4 shops just kind of sitting there waiting for you, and we're sitting on 200 coins. I don't think we've bought a thing. We haven't bought a single thing. We haven't bought like anything whatsoever in this entire run, I think, actually, come to think of it, which is super unfortunate, especially because, you know, more money, yay, useless. And I would love to have a lot of money going into wherever we go into. So those look to be lasers, and I was mistaken. I'm not immune to laser effects. I would count them as an environmental effect, but that does not look to be the case today. So we got a lot of lasers, not a big deal. And the question is it... Okay, I have no idea which version of this room we're in, but that's okay, because we've got enough jumps to get through pretty much anywhere we desire. And more money. We need passive pickups, and we need damage. And we're not going to get it. Oh, it's this version. Okay, this version is interesting. I don't know if it's going to give us what we need, but it's definitely interesting. So we've got a bunch of spin bots that are going to kind of haunt our asses. But luckily we've got stun, or they spawn on our asses, and then, you know, I get shot by the tanks. That sucks. Yeah, I got stuck on a spin bot, and I'm not happy about it. So the problem is, and I would love to use the siege adapter here, but that's not going to be particularly useful to me. Because if I could siege adapter and just, like, blow them all to Kingdom Come, that would be amazing. But I siege adapter, and he's going to hit me. And I don't like getting hit. So yeah, that's the problem with siege adapter. You can only go up and down ain't so useful against spin bots and tanks. Okay, so we're pretty much at weapon level max, and we've got a magnetism upgrade, which I might as well buy because we're pretty rich, and not much else. I guess that's a nice big health token over there, which is going to be useful. Magnetism is kind of like halfway useful. It means I don't have to worry about getting everything as much, but it isn't the most useful thing in the world. Let's just take this jump block up, and I think I can get to the secret areas on top, but interesting question of whether I think I actually can without too many issues. Because can I... Nope. Okay, so you can't stand on the lip there. And looks to be... No, I can't get up there. That bites. Because you see this lip around the edge? You'd think, oh, you know, you can totally stand on that, right? Or like grab onto it or something? The answer is no, you can't. And there don't look to be any parts of the level architecture I can kind of wedge myself on. I'm gonna try for the corner here, see if this... Okay, nope, that's just great for arresting my fall, which is useless. Because if there wasn't a platform here, I'd have no problem, but it shoots me up into here, and there's not much I can do about it. So, let's just sorrowfully head for the teleporter and get the heck out of here. Unless there's more to this room. There doesn't look to be. Maybe there's a little bit of coinage, but that's it. And there's no secrets if I mash myself in the wall, right? Right, okay. Let's get through. And what room are we going into next? Is it... Oh, it's this room. This is always an interesting room when I go in it, because it's like, on one hand, it's just super terrifying. On the other hand, the amount of crap I've gotten from this place specifically is, I guess, those are super bullets. Those are a lot of super bullets. So I need to avoid the crap out of that area. It took a lot of homing bullets, but they didn't do that much damage to me. So now we're in this actually fairly nice safe haven, because I see that there's some kind of saw blade launcher. Oh, they're up above. Okay, that's a concern, but main thing to tango with is these guys first. Everything else is... Oh, hello. Apparently, there's another one that I didn't even know about. 2 more that I didn't even know about it. Okay. Well, we're still doing fine. We're not too injured, and these guys are staying out of the range of the lasers. I guess maybe the lasers can actually hurt them. So let's see if we can clear... Yeah, they will not pass through the lasers. So I guess the lasers are a tangible barrier for them. Okay, now are you guys going to get close so I can reap your bounty? Yes, thank you. I like reaping Oh. I backed up into a slow block. That is a scary circumstance to run into when you've got these guys just shooting the crap out of you. And it looks like I actually am going to get most of those pickups. That's good. Those are super bullets. I have a magnetism pickup, but it doesn't look like it's going to do me a lick of good right now. So we've got super cannons down below. Lots of them. Okay, they're going to be priority number 1. Oh, it's like a whole... Salvo, Cavalcade, I don't even know. I don't have a lot of good words for massive pseudo-pillar of death. But, you know what? They dropped quite the bounty for us, so I'm actually pretty happy about it. And we had enough hoops to get around, no problem. So we're full health, full weapon level, and we got a speed pickup, which I've been asking for a while. Did we get anything else? Interesting question. The answer seems to be no. Okay, well, that's tolerable. I'd love to get more stuff, but nope. Okay, so let's go on an adventure. So we've got a bunch of saw blades kind of broing out down below us, and that's a slight concern, but not as big of one as I thought it was going to be. Because, okay, that's actually a little concerning, and I fired myself through a jump block and injured myself a little bit. Well, whatever. We're doing alright. Yeah. We're doing great as far as weapon level goes. We're doing okay as far as health goes. I'd love to have more health, but not the case. And all the pickups go flying down below. Kind of super bites. I don't know if that's a weapon EXP, not weapon EXP, an item charge token, or what, but I'm actually going to go back up. Because I always swear there's got to be some kind of secret area up here. And the answer looks to be... new. Okay, well, darn shame. Oh well, we got a lot of stuff. Let's just go through the door and I guess be sated. We're max on weapon level. We didn't get as many things as I wanted. Who are we fighting? Dr. Turret. Dr. Turret is not actually a bad target right now. We don't do as much damage to him as I would like to, but we can really chew through all of his parts, which is kind of a nice boon. It is unfortunate that I'm not going to be able to use my siege adapter, because being stationary against this boss is, I wouldn't say tantamount to suicide, but it's definitely close. And, oh, maybe his explosions aren't harming me. I don't feel like I'm getting hit by his, like, weird Nova explosions. And yeah, okay, so those don't hurt me. That's actually a really good thing. Unfortunately, it means I'm not able to hit him, you know, normally. And actually, interesting question, can even the bombs hit me? Don't know. Okay, new mod, Fire Mine, do not want. The worst mod in the world, as far as I can tell. Because when you hit an enemy with the Fire Mine effect doesn't pop. But when you hit the ground with it, it does. And guess what? Oh, actually science. I'm gonna hurt myself for science, maybe. Does this hurt me? The answer is yes. Okay, so Fire Mine is the most useless thing in the world. Even Fire Force doesn't block the damage from the Fire Mine. Ironic, considering they actually share the exact same symbol. Let's get through here, and I don't know, that's just really unfortunate. I was really hoping Fire Force would have more of an effect on this run, but I guess I'm just going to chalk a lot of this run up to luck and my skill, and I don't know, maybe the Consolation Charger doing some nice stuff for us. Not ideal. Definitely going to be kind of an issue when we run up against the Maw. But we have enough jumps to deal with the Maw. It's just the question of, do we have... I don't know. I'm not going to say do we have the gusto to beat him, because of course we got the gusto to beat him. It's just do we have the baseline damage to make it? And the answer is going to be, I'm not sure. Definitely an interesting question. I also want to, you know, avoid getting hit by anybody and everybody in this scenario, because there's a bunch of little dudes running around the floor, and that's concerning. If you were to ask me What to do about the Fire Force? I'd say, you know, maybe make it so that... Oh, also, spikes can't hurt you when you're running Fire Force, which is nice, but considering I almost never take damage from spikes anyway, why the heck does that even matter to me? And that's kind of my complaint. But if I were to say, you know, what would be, like, a good way to change Fire Force? I don't know. I don't know a good way to, like, balance it in favor of it actually being a really useful perk, as opposed to a semi-useful one that really I will never use ever after, especially if I finish this run and get a star on it. Okay. Took some... I'm gonna call it stupid damage there, but that was going to be hard to avoid one way or another. But I really hate those turrets with the, that literally just fire the massive bomb things. I don't like them. They hurt. They hit hard. But, luckily, if you can get behind them, or get around them, they're not so threatening. I guess one of the main reasons why I don't like them a whole lot, they don't actually give me a whole lot either. Oh well, I think that's it. Oh. Apparently he can turn that much. It's always hard testing how much an enemy can even turn in this game. Because it's like, on one hand, they just... Oh, there's something shooting... Oh, there's a tank down there. Question is there two? Does not look like it. Okay. So this might be easy. Might be hard. Looks to be on the, I guess, easy part. And he gave me nothing. Like, tanks usually at least habitually give me a little bit of something. A little bit of a something. But they gave me a little bit of nothing. Oh well, looks to be a bunch of health pickups over here. That's good. And some money, which is totally useless because we've only ever actually bought one thing this entire run. Which I would have to say is pretty embarrassing, but that's life. Let's get through the door, and oh, spikes. So, I guess this is going to be one of the first circumstances where Fire Force is actually going to be a worthwhile... I don't know how I didn't get hit by that salvo there. Fire Force is actually going to be a worthwhile perk, maybe. Kind of hard to say. But, like, here's the problem with Fire Force. It's just so freaking situational. Why would you ever even want to get it? Like, the... take no fall damage one. Actually halfway useful. I'm still not that keen on it, if only because having one extra jump really does preclude you from taking falling damage as well, but in a significantly less threatening fashion. Whereas Fire Force, if you don't go through the Foundry, why even get it? So we've got a lot of mines coming at us. I think we're kind of safe in that corner, which is my main goal. I guess real main goal. Get to the other freaking side of these guys. They're scary and damaging. Okay, now we're in a really good safe spot and can, I guess, chug our way through most of them. Hoping to pick up some... okay, so there are some more mine layers down below that I didn't notice that can hit me. That's unfortunate. But I'd still say we're semi-safe. The question is, like, I was hoping to avoid... for example, I was really hoping to avoid having to go after the Hugbots after, come on, after killing the Gumball machine, but we might have to just to get all of our health back, because like these guys are giving us some, but definitely not enough. Mostly they're giving us weapon level, which is great from a lot of perspectives, but just wish it was a little bit more. Also wish our magnetism was actually working. I have a magnetism upgrade, but if it's like just slightly off the level architecture, we don't get Jack Diddly Doodah from them. Okay, so I think now we're in actually a fairly safe position, so we can kind of chug our way through these guys, and then we can go exploring. And since we don't take damage from spikes, yeah, see? Oh, more cannons. Great. So that's actually really helpful. Something I've been asking for pretty much this entire run, and haven't received up until now. Some extra damage. So there's... See? Health pickups and just general pickups that are stuck on, you know, mysterious level architecture that I just can't get to because I don't have enough jumps for it. I sound bitter, and I think I shouldn't sound as bitter as I am, because we're definitely doing well this run. It's just like you come into this room and you're like, I've been doing okay. You know, maybe I can actually do well here. And then not so much so. So let's go on a bit of a spiky adventure. Take no falling damage. I don't know if I was even going to take falling damage there, but don't want to risk it. And all I'm looking for at this point is something. you know, a weapon mod. Probably not a weapon mod. Probably, like, extra damage, extra health, extra armor, healing. Or we just teleport back because there's... It seems like that room still continues, but there's nothing down there. So, I guess what you see is what you get. We're weapon level max, 2 bars off of maximum health, and there's nothing up there, so why even bother with it? And that sucks. I'd love to have more stuff going into the gumball machine, but I think we have a fairly good chance of fighting a gumball machine and coming out of it fairly okay. This is just the question of the maw, because I really don't want to kill the hug bots, because they'll crank up the difficulty kind of like crazy, but I guess is life. We'll see. So this is going to be one of those where once the ball gets bigger and things get more threatening, I'm actually just going to jump up and down with the siege adapter going and hoping for the best. So there's stuff shooting at us already. The enemies have started spawning. I remember when the enemies didn't spawn until like the 3rd tier or 2nd tier. I can't really remember. But those were good days. So we got homing shit coming after us. We seem to have a flamethrower back behind us. And I'm going to have to kill the hug bots if I'm going to want to be able to fight them off. So here's the point where I start shooting like a crazy person, because I'd love to be able to beat the gumball machine without... Okay, so we did a fair amount of damage to it, not as much as I'd like, but now we're in a good position-ish, because now I can just shoot the gumball machine, and it'll hit the massive orb thing. But we are so severely injured already, and tension is rising like crazy. Come on, open up, and oh, come on. Look at those pickups. Armor, might, speed, jump, 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 health. And 1 crit minus. Siege adapter. We didn't lose any weapon level there. That was actually really good. And we didn't have any extra armor. Luck was 5, weapon EXP rate 1. So that was probably one of the weakest runs we've ever had. And that was actually probably one of the better runs we ever had. It's just like, you get to the gumball machine and you just don't have anything. And I'm happy with it, but I think what this means is I'm never running Fire Force again. Like, usually the perk may have, like, a help on it. Like, compared to this run, the previous one with the luck, even though we didn't beat the maw, the luck still helped us out. We actually managed to fill up the badges area, at the very least. Even if it was a lot of pseudo-useful stuff. Here, nothing. Useless. Sucked. And, Fire Force didn't help us at all. And that makes me kind of sad, because it's like, it's an interesting one, but if you don't go to the armory, why did you even run Fire Force? Because I'd love to run Fire Force so I could go swimming in the lava and explore things, but just not the case today, so I don't know. I guess I'm bitter. Anyway, still a good run. We did really well with the Consolation Charger, so I might actually give that another shot fairly soon, but probably not doing Fire Force ever again. Anyway, see you guys on the next run of Tower of Guns, and as always, thanks for watching.